got it going. We're cooking now. Hopefully everything works. Yep. Alright, it's time for Sumeru. Figured I'd do this now, because I got work tomorrow, and I don't got much time. Mic adjustments. Do I need to do that right now, or? Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, I kind of left off here. Graven Innocence unlocked. Oh, that's interesting, I guess. Oh yeah, apparently you can, it looks like you can get a free Kolai in this event here. Talent level up material. Oh, this is the talent level up materials. They look so weird. They're different than the normal books, I guess. Which at least they're trying something, at least, I guess. What the hell? All this stuff is crazy. Oh, look at that. First time I've ever seen a Dendro crystal. Alright, so I know there's the update compensation, so I might as well collect these. Wait. Tribals will get 50 premises for completing the survey. I think I already did this survey. Yeah, I already did that one. Jeez. 50 Primo Gems though for a survey though. It's actually the first time they ever given Primo Gems through a survey. Instead of it just being 30k Mora. No! Yeah, fuck that, I ain't checking that. I forgot that cuts off the stream.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens.
I've already seen this a bunch of times. Alright.
I feel like running.
Oh, would you look at that? Zhongli's back. Okay. I might as well see what the hell this has. Oh yeah, it's something. Adventurer's Handbook. I don't know what's new in the... Oh, it's just domains. Alright, well, I guess I should be pretty much ready to go. A Forest of Change. Indeed. Okay. I think I should be good to go. But yeah, I should probably highlight this. But actually first there's like the trial test runs I need to do. Or don't really need to, but want to. So yeah, I imagine these characters aren't anything too great in the trial, but yeah. Elemental reaction, catalyze. Creatures are affected by Electro and Dendro. Quicken will occur, which will render them quickened. Don't know what that means, but alright.
Can't see.
Party numbers look kind of weird, honestly. Yeah, yep, I knew it. Okay, I wonder what her ult is.
Just like we rehearsed.
This is not much damage, but I imagine it could possibly do more if I built them myself.
Let's nip that in the bud. Keep up.
Leave it all to me, as a good knight should.
Actually, wait, I can just do this. Aggravate. I don't know what the quicken exactly does, but I guess we'll know in due time. But there also is one elemental combination that's pretty obvious that's available already, which is the burn, Dendro and Pyro. But now there's the other combinations that can happen with an element is Dendro Electro and Dendro Hydro, obviously. That much I know from what I saw from leaks or trailer showcase. Damn, I'm fatigued. Okay, so what is this? It's just a thing. A thingamajig. Oh no, Zhongli. So if I were to have him, he most likely would just be support for Lumine, Geo Traveler that is, and or Noel. But I don't want him, and I don't need him.
Dodge this. Freeze.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Here. Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this.
See.
Freeze.
Knocked him down at least.
Don't get frostbite.
But we all know we want to see this Sephiroth. There you go.
Surrender and I'll be gentle. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Okay. I'll see how much damage. So, yeah, I guess yeah, honestly, I don't know what Quicken does, that new combination, but I guess I'll know at some point here. Hello, delayed chat. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how I have it set up, if that's possibly the reason why. Could be though, I don't know. I've been trying to tinker around with the Twitch stuff to see what I could do for moderation and or delay and whatnot. I'm not sure what you can really do for delay though. I know I could probably make it shorter, but that's about as far as I could go with it. Okay, yeah, not gonna lie. Yeah, see, yeah, obviously this element combination I already know of. It's Dendro and Pyro causes burning.
Try this on for size. Go! You're toast! Huh? Just like we learned!
What's this? Elemental reaction bloom. When creatures are affected by Hydro and Dendro, the bloom reaction will be triggered, creating Dendro cores. Oh wait, I didn't read the next thing on them. Only a certain number of Dendro cores can exist at the same time if new ones are created once this limit is reached, or if the duration of the existing Dendro cores ends. The pre-existing Dendro cores will explode, dealing AoE Dendro damage. When Dendro cores come into contact with Pyro, they will trigger Version, or however you pronounce that, causing even greater AoE Dendro damage. When Dendro cores come into contact with Electro, they will trigger Hyper Bloom and transform into homing, sprawling shots. Catalyze. Quicken creatures are affected by Electro or Dendro attacks. The aggravate or spread reaction will occur respectively, causing them to take additional damage. Okay, makes sense, I guess, for these two new reactions. I guess I didn't look at that.
Come a little closer. Try not to enjoy.
How the...
Yeah, she seems pretty good. Or obviously she doesn't look pretty good in the trial, but that's the trial. I imagine she could do a whole lot more damage if built properly. And the fact that I could get her for free without having to gamble or try to get her on the banner, that's just even more better. I could save my primos. All I really need is one copy of her. Okay, these are taking a bit of time, but it'll be worth it in the end for the materials. How do you get her for free? Oh, there's an event going on right now. I could probably show you right here, I think. Yeah, it says it on the screen there. It showed it for like a second when I scrolled past that, I guess. Oh no, Diona, huh?
Freeze!
You're in for a little shock. You
Dodge this! Cool it!
Diana Ross.
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen.
Think you can bully me? Diana special!
hip hop hip hip here. Come a little closer.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Shaken and stirred!
Dodge this!
I'm having your drink.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy. He...
Oh yeah, one thing I learned recently about Diona's burst is like when you're in it, apparently it raises, like I think it raises elemental mastery by like 200, but I forget if that's a constellation or something that you need to unlock with her by just leveling up. But I think you might need a constellation for that. I believe it's C6. So quite literally, if I really wanted to, could be more damage, elemental-wise, with Amber. Yeah, but yeah, here it is, the event that's going on right now. I imagine you have to finish some Sumeru stuff, but yeah, there it is. And right here you can see you can get her free. Quick start. You should complete Archon Quest, the Trail of the God of Wisdom, first to get the best experience from this event. Do you wish to start this event without completing the information? Oh, so quite literally, you could just jump to the event without having to do the story yet, huh? I didn't know that. So quite literally, anyone like who's like still back in like Mondstadt and or leeway, story-wise, I guess, and location-wise, as long as they're at least Adventure Egg 35 or above, they're able to do this event. I wouldn't do that. I know I wouldn't either, because otherwise you just won't understand what's going on story-wise for the event. But I guess it's for any of those who are just kind of slacking behind but want to do the event, I guess. But obviously I'm going to do the story first, so I can get like a better understanding of the character, what's going on, and yeah. It's official though on the banner. I'm not sure if I even should bother with constellations for official, but I don't think I need any. I did get one for her from the event not too long ago, as well as her outfit. Oh hey, Amber. Let's go. They're using the new outfit on her. Oh no. Even for the child. Ow. Oh, it's just one arrow? Yeah, it is just one arrow. Okay, so far not hitting the crit though.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Oh, now we're hitting crits.
No one escapes my sights! Shadow Raven, let night fall! No escape! I summon thee!
Oh, so sorry.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Yeah, not gonna lie, official seems fun, and well, obviously she's a good unit for one. So I guess I wouldn't mind building her, and also just building her. Might as well use her since you know my cousin. Well, you know who doesn't play Genshin anymore with that main her. Might as well take up the character and see what I can do. Kinda the same with Beto, I guess. But then again, I'm not sure if you still have it installed or not. I guess I'll just say your username, King of Spades. No! I did not mean to click. I was trying to just make it go in there for quicker. I reinstalled it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know that. I'm not sure if you still have it installed though, even after that fact, because I know sometimes you install things and then uninstall things. Not all the time, but I know you've done it a few times, at least. With, I forget what games, but yeah. Don't know if you really feel like playing. I get that. Okay, so yeah, I did not mean to go into that trial again. I was simply just trying to load the page, but it just wouldn't load. Because, well, I'm on PS4 for one, and if it was on PS5, I would probably load the page a lot more quicker. Name an example. Let's see, not really reinstall for this case, but it did install Multiverses, but then again, I guess that's not huge of a game. Played it and then uninstalled it. And then I forget if you did that with any other game. I mean, the only thing I could probably think of, yeah, you kind of did that. Albeit it was your first time installing, technically. So, but I guess it's kind of something similar of doing something like that. All right, so I did everything I can for this. Time to actually get to like the main stuff. Okay, time to get to the main stuff. So apparently, from what I saw, it's actually over here, past the chasm. So quite literally, I think you need to finish the chasm first before you can get there, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, it's relatively close. There's a new waypoint right there for some reason. Because I know that wasn't there before. But yeah, I guess I'll teleport to the statue that's like the closest to it. Alright, this is taking a while to load. Jeez. But oh, recently. Honestly, I might just stop watching here to avoid spoilers. You plan on playing. But probably just not right in this moment. Oh yeah, actually, I should probably go ahead and get the waypoint that's over here somewhere. Kinda. Not absolutely sure though. Okay, where's the waypoint at? Is that it? I guess this is it. Right here. I can see why though, it's the way in, I guess. I'm here for the story and I'm here for the experience. Delta Airlines, 50-50 chance. But those are Genshin Impact certified odds though. Yeah, 50-50 once you've already gotten a 5-star before or something, whatever your situation is for banner, character pulling. Or this character event banner, trying to pull for that 5-star. Then it's like a 50-50 chance that you might get the 5-star that you want, that's on the banner, promoted. And or just get one of the standard characters, and 9 times out of 10 for most people it seems to be always be Chi-Chi, which is why people tend to dislike her. Also have not many people really use her anymore. On top of that. But yeah, there's some ores here, so I guess that's a good sign. Alright, look at this, it's starting to turn into like a jungle. I'm actually so excited to be able to have something to do in this game, I guess. And explore. And look at that, our first creature right there. You see this thing. Do you see him? What is that anyway? Oh, it's a little baby, like, grass boar with a shroom on top of it. It's kind of cute. Go to the land of the Dendro Archon. Okay, this almost feels like the beginning of like Majora's Mask for me right now. Alright, continue through the forest. Here it is, at the 25-minute mark, I guess, where things are officially starting up. Four-leaf sigil, exploration knowledge. Four-leaf sigil. The crest, which looks like a four-petaled flower, will sometimes appear in Sumeru. When those who can manipulate the elements are facing one such crest, they can use it to travel swiftly. Sometimes you will find cluster leaves of cultivation that can scatter these four-leaf sigils around and use their ability to make your adventures easier. Okay, where's it at? Hey, look at that dendro crystal fly. Okay, so wait. Where's that at? Did I walk past it or? Oh, it's up ahead. It's right there. Wow.
Now that we made it to Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
Alright, sounds like a plan, Paimon.
Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of
Oh yeah, we get to have Dendro Traveler.
Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
Oh.
Wait a second. Look!
The Sumeru civilian.
Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh? Did they not hear Paimon?
Oh boy.
Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions? Huh? What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Oh, wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she?
Or maybe there's a reason she ignores.
Well, even so, she might
Oh,
be
my
heading
arm.
someplace where we could find other people to ask.
Banged it off like
Let's
something
find
at work.
distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions.
Alright. Through Mists of Smoke and Forest Dark. Chapter 3, Act 1.
Come on, let's
Let's go.
follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice.
Whoa! That's actually cool.
A reward on the road.
The effect is like lasting on my screen though for some reason. Oh, okay, now it gives me the rewards out of the chest. I was about to say, like, what the heck happened to my stuff? But yeah, without a doubt, there's definitely gonna be a lot of stuff like mushroom items that we've already seen before. Hara fruit. Not in that sense, no. Like it got like smashed in by like this thing that's inside the light or something like that. My arm. Okay, now that's actually kind of cool. Alright. Good statue. The world opens up for those with noble hearts. Just same as before. There's a domain over there. I'm not sure if I should unlock that yet, though. It's kind of hard to believe it's just right over here. Oh. Yeah, I misinterpreted that. And what the? you see them? I saw them. What are those? Little round plant-like things, right? God, just like that. Should ask Grad when we get a chance. Yeah, it's like little mushrooms. Okay, Dendro Traveler. The moment's here, the moment's now. The essence of flora, I got a trophy, I guess. Alright, what's... Oh. I'm not sure if I would be using this though. I definitely would have to build like a set around this. And not only that, once again, gotta level up the talents all over. Let's see. Normal attack, obviously it's the normal stuff. There's nothing out there. Okay. Let's see. With a flourish of your blade, you unleash a spray of razor-sharp leaves that go before you and deal dendro damage. Surgent manifestation. Calling upon the might of the flora all around you, you create a Lotus lamp. This lamp will deal continuous dendro damage to opponents within its AoE. Lotus light transfiguration. The Lotus lamp will undergo the following changes after it comes into contact with Hydro, Electro, Pyro. Hydro, the lamp's AoE, and the AoE of its attacks are increased. Whoa. Electro, the lamp's attack speed is increased. Pyro, the lamp will explode after a short delay and then disappear, dealing AoE dendro damage. The Lotus lamp, or Lotus lamp, can only undergo one Lotus light transfiguration in its duration. Only one lamp created by the Traveler can exist at any one time. Oh, yeah, let me guess, if you had, like, another player who's using Traveler as well, and they had Dendro, so quite literally if you threw out your burst of Dendro Traveler, and if they threw out theirs, yours will disappear, and then it would be like theirs instead. So it's kind of similar to, like, the Traveler's Rocks, how there can only be, like, 3 at any one time, even if there's, like, 4 Traveler players using, like, Geo Traveler. Skill damage. It's already at 230%. Being level 1. Cooldown 8 seconds. Lotus lamp attack damage, explosion damage. Oh my god. Duration 12 seconds. CD 20 seconds. Energy cost 80. Oh wait, actually I didn't look at it for 2 other things. Let's see. Verdant overgrowth. The Lotus lamp will obtain 1 level of overflowing Lotus light every second it is on the field, increasing the elemental mastery of active characters within its AoE by 6. Overflowing Lotus light has a maximum of 10 stacks. Huh. Lotus light. Let's see, every point, let's see if we're in luxury. Every point of elemental mastery the Traveler possesses increases the damage dealt by Razor Grass Blade by 0.15% and the damage dealt by Surgent Manifestation by 0.1%. Not by a whole lot. Actually, no way. Every point of elemental mastery the Traveler possesses. Okay, so quite literally, just take those percentage and time them by, like, for example, like 200 elemental mastery. Let's see, I would use this, but I don't know. I mean, I could try. Just level 1 talents or whatever. Only thing I would probably have to change though is this. I'd probably change it out with the physical damage, because then, yeah, at least I'm getting 2,000 attack. Got 42 elemental mastery. And obviously, crit damage is pretty decent ratio anyways. Or at least decent as I can get. Physical damage bonus, oh damn. Since I don't got like a Dendro Cup. So, physical damage bonus. I guess I'll stick with Animo Traveler and see how this goes. I imagine it probably won't go too well, considering that it's like... So yeah, honestly the elemental reactions between Dendro and the stuff that it can interact with, elemental-wise, doesn't seem that bad. Albeit though, I imagine it's gonna probably need a few more tweaks depending on how it is.
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a closer look.
Wasn't that her walking ahead? I just saw it though.
I thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case.
See, I think for now, I think I'm just straight up gonna stick with going through the story.
Over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again?
Sure, let's give it another shot. Maybe we shouldn't bother her.
Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all. Oh. What a lovely smell. It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all.
Oh.
Huh?
That doesn't look good.
What's the matter? You don't look too good.
The smell is... Something's not right.
What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
Just got to get out of here. I think I'm gonna pass out.
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on.
Whoa. Still loading, I guess. Yep. What the... What is this? Oh, it's just like the event. I can't run. Like, I can't dash. I can't jump, and definitely can't attack. Okay, not gonna lie, this is somewhat interesting. Like, what is this place though? This is like probably some kind of vision is all I can probably think of. Interesting. I'm sure it's not says. Oh, never mind. She's gonna read
Been
it.
out for a long time now.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness, Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Jaime was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
Thank you for the help.
Oh, no thanks are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
No, I seem to be fine, except this taste in my mouth. It's...
Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
Yes. Medicine that doesn't taste that great. It probably makes you want to... Oh.
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these.
Oh, there he is.
Alright. I'll get it for you once I'm finished here.
Oh, wait. Is that like a different actual new NPC model I'm seeing right there?
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes...
I really
we'll
hope there's
just
not
let
as
him
much
be.
dialogue.
But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly. So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
Yes, that all makes sense.
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you
Excuse me?
see anything while unconscious?
Well, we saw like a whole tree in a vision. In some kind of ways. You describe what you saw while unconscious.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
What the hell's happening?
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Interesting. So yeah, honestly, she seems a lot more nicer than I thought she was going to be, at least from kind of how I saw her as in the manga anyways.
Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
But we need to get to Sumeru City.
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
What?
Are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay? Good.
All
now
right.
continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just
Damn.
arrived
He
in
is-
Sumeru.
seems
We're
pretty
already
serious,
having
and
problems left and right.
that was the ins and outs, I guess, of everything.
Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know.
I feel it's a little weird.
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Yeah, my body does feel a little weird, but what I mean is, I don't think what I saw were hallucinations.
You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
I'm not sure. Maybe a vision of something. When I saw the vision, it felt as if I was standing deep underground. But the red sky, could it have been Conria? Ooh,
Considering how unique you are,
interesting.
Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right?
I don't think that's the case. He probably wasn't telling us the truth.
Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us?
Exactly, we need to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should
Let's
do?
start by having a chat with Cole.
Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her
Kale,
tomorrow about
gotta
what she
remember
knows
that.
regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru.
You get a night of rest.
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
Okay, not as much dialogue for now, but once again, probably more dialogue. Okay, so yeah, so here we are. And I see a thing. I don't know where I see it though. Oh, it's up there. Oh, dude, you can reach far ranges with that. Dendroculus. Oh, at least now I know what they look like now. But yeah, actually we're not that far off from the statue. Okay, what am I doing? The statue's only like from right there. So with that in mind, But yeah, I think now I know what I'm going to be using my resin for. Definitely going to be getting that material whenever I can find the domain for it to try and level up Tenjo Traveler's talents. Oh yeah, that's right. I still have a crown though, technically, don't I? Yeah, I do. So quite literally, I could just crown one of the abilities on Traveler, but really depends on. Let's see. Domain not yet discovered, but say Monday, Thursday. Yeah, I can't get it. Anyways, it's Tuesday, not Monday, Thursday, or Friday. But anyways, yeah, we're not that far from the statue, I guess, apparently.
Alright, next let's see. Right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Oh my. Probably not like... God, okay, so drawing similarities to Amber, are we?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now.
But... okay, if I can... okay. I can't speak. Statistically speaking, yeah, without a doubt, she's probably somehow, in some ways, better than Amber anyways, because, well, she's not exactly... Well, she is free right now, but only for temporarily. I don't believe she's gonna be always free.
Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Is there something we can help with?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day.
Okay, so wasn't he just talking about not letting us wander? But then again, I guess logically speaking, at least we'll be with one, her, or his servant, I guess, will be looking out for
And
Lumi.
if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tenari, we're ready to head out.
Oh, it's actually a different, like, clothing and stuff.
I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest.
So yeah, it looks like they actually did this
time.
time, especially definitely
Yes,
models.
you can count on me.
On the NPCs, they actually worked on new models
What exactly are
in a
we
way.
going to be doing today? Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks.
If anything, she's...
like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way!
Okay, not gonna
The
lie.
task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Not gonna lie, she reminds me, definitely reminds me of, well, you know, Amber. Definitely reminds me.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones.
Two lamps, where? Oh wait, I see them. I think, yeah, these are the ones.
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good. The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
No need to worry, I'm a treasure climber. Shouldn't be a problem.
Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone.
Around the desert? So wait, there's actually an area that's a desert
Sumeru,
here?
She's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
Sounds exactly what happened to Raiden Makoto.
According to what Master has told me, the
Yeah,
sages later found
definitely
the
similar.
newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Siristana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But...
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers. Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Oh!
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Amber Outrider, man.
Yes, that's her. I have lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person.
Yep, that's definitely for sure, because you seemed a bit different in the manga beforehand.
There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, we've never seen this side of you.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure. You really like Amber.
Oh no. Oh, here we go. New ship.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you.
Oh yeah.
So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Oh yeah.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even
Oh, she's
heard
got
of
like a
Greater
hood.
Lord Rukadevata or the Sanctuary
It
of
almost looks like
Suratana
bunny
until
ears on
you
the back of that
mentioned it.
hood. I don't know what.
I'm happy
No,
that was
oh wait, no,
helpful.
it's a scarf.
There
It's like a
is one
scarf.
thing I want to ask, though.
I wasn't really
Why
paying
do you two
attention.
want to know about the Danger Archon?
You explained the purpose of your journey to Kali.
So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
That's right, we're friends.
Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Okay. Oh, look at this. They're like the same height, practically. Though I think she's a little bit shorter than Amber. Yeah, no, I think they're about the same height.
I'm not a very good climber, so I'll just let you handle the statue. I'll go check the facilities up ahead. By the way, once we're done with our work here, would you like to chat some more?
Yes. Not only for getting to know them more, but the most important thing of whatever the hell's going on.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small.
Oh yeah.
Do you think she's
Freaking new
supposed to be Greater
Archon,
Lord
or at least
Rukadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
maybe Lesser Lord Kusanali,
The
possibly.
name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later.
Yeah, literally just the new Archon.
Let's get
For
started
the one
cleaning
for
the statue.
Sumeru,
Paimon, fly up and
Sumeru,
take
or
care
however
of
the hell it's
target and
pronounced,
clean everything
is just literally a lolly for some reason. But I guess it was explained there, the older one. The previous one died, but however that one was like birthed. So they brought her back here to kind of do,
statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
to basically watch over, I guess, everything. Okay, so she's down below. Yeah, not gonna lie, this place looks like something alright.
Kale, we're back.
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
Paimon, some restraint, please.
Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
Oh boy.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like
Just
to eat
throw
called Pita
back to-
Pockets. I hope you'll like them.
Yeah, like straight up just throw back to characters that we met before, just earlier parts of the game, I guess story-wise and character quest story-wise.
Whoops!
Something tells me she's clumsy. Okay. Yeah, I can tell she's a clumsy type.
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
You enjoyed the pitas together with Kale.
Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, Kale! It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted.
Ooh, she kind of got worked up a
I've
little
heard
bit.
the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines her offers
isn't it like
every time, saying Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
Yeah, so the city, I imagine that's where the academy is that Lisa did her studies at. Does sound like something that matters. Speaking of his ears, I'd really like to pet them. I know.
Seems you already know him well. Anyway,
Say that.
I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
What did you do?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why? Is she going to die?" It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
Good to know.
Hey! Now even Kale's starting to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this. It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
No! Don't touch me!
Whoa. Oh, what's the matter?
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
Something about her past,
No,
without a doubt.
I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Looks like she's walking to me. But, I get it. Context, situation. Wait, what the? Oh my god. Okay, that is interesting. Alright. Something tells me that might have happened because I did a plunge attack with her, and since it switched out her model for the Traveler's model for that cutscene. That's probably why it happened. Oh, okay, I experienced a bit of lag from that. A little split second. It's kind of something similar to what the Electro Travelers, like R2 at least for me in my case,
You've
does.
returned.
On PS4 Pro anyways.
Yep.
That might be a bit of an issue, but...
Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Yeah, that's like definitely a different modeled eyes for the NPC here.
Oh, okay.
So I guess they actually did
Guess we'll
new
just have
things
to
with
wait
NPC
and talk
models.
to her tomorrow then.
which is good because then it kind of shows like, hey, they're different than, you know, your Mondstadt characters, your Leeway characters, all this stuff, basically. Oh, gotta wait. Gotta wait, actually. Nah, I'll collect the achievements after. Right around there. Ooh, I see that in the distance. That looks interesting. So there's like a desert here, technically.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Yeah, hopefully so. And there's her master. It's kind of weird. She seems to kind of have a bit of an aggressive side to her. But only triggered by specific things, I guess. So it's like a part of her that's kind of bottled up and hidden away, I'm gonna guess. In some type of way. Which, I wouldn't doubt because, yeah, how the way she was before in the manga. Before running into Amber ever.
Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
Oh.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tighnari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet. All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma.
Gosh, it just spreads everywhere, doesn't it?
Just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she
I kind of know
insisted,
already, but...
saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tighnari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Elazar.
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying.
They lose all control over their body.
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
So is there any cure for Elazar?
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
Oh my, okay.
What? The Fatui?
Oh, yep. Should have known.
It appears you are already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
How's Kale's condition now?
Well, it's not too serious at this point.
Jeez.
She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us.
Yeah, but now I remember too, yeah, I think in the manga, it's like about her being with the Fatui or something like that.
Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Okay, can we come along?
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as Lunar Lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar Lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Lunar Lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, okay then. Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Trina.
Okay. Sunshine actually sounds kind of decent. Okay, wait, what?
Freeze! Cool it!
See, I'm gonna need these things for Traveler. Bouncy mushrooms. This species of bouncy mushroom is a type of tree. So wait, did I just come across that mushroom not too long ago? I'm gonna go ahead and guess that I did somewhere back here. I mean, it looks like there's one right here that's already active. Whoa. When tree election creatures are activated using Electro, they will unleash a treasure or true sense pulse that may be able to display the location of certain hidden things. It's kind of cool. Oh no, just realized what I did. Like wall climbing with Lisa. I'm trying to get this waypoint, that's like what I'm trying to do. That's all I'm gonna do for now. No. I guess that's a no-go. Let's like climb up over here. Okay, up I go.
Freeze! Cool it! What's the hurry?
Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Do like the new voice lines though for the Dendro. Oh, there's a world quest up here, but that's not what I'm trying to go for. I'm trying to go for this waypoint that's really high up on this mountain, I guess. Yeah, something tells me it's like at the very top. What is that? What is that?
Come a little closer.
Weird. Guess I'll figure that out later. Zaitan Peach. Holy crap. And like I said, I'll get to the exploration later. Right now it's Sumeru time, or Sumeru.
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Need a Pala Lotus.
Alright, we've gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
Okay, there we go.
Hey Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
No.
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
A withering
The
zone.
withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
Yeah.
That's right. If any of the
withering
forest rangers
effect.
without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here.
Boy, the Treble can manipulate elemental.
Only someone with a
Powers as
vision
well.
can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
Let's see. I can also control the
But you don't
elements.
seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me.
Also, who is the giant ass ear free thing? I was gone. I don't know, a new
We
character.
typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to
Taganari.
leave Gandharvaville. We'll make
I
an
already met
exception
Kali,
today and show you
the
what it
one
looks
character
like up
associated with
close.
Amber. Matter of fact, that was like one of the first few things Kali brought up with the Traveler. It was just like, oh, so you two know Amber? Except, yeah, she freaked out when Paimon touched her. So, yeah. And now originally we're getting herbs for her disease that she has forever on her now, apparently. And now we're dealing with the withering effect of the forest.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash.
I'm guessing. Oh jeez, I just realized I was trying to DM you.
Oh,
Or-
Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the withering.
This soundtrack though.
All right, Traveler. We're going going to have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area
I won't doubt
will
if
be
he doesn't
safe.
follow this Twitch channel of mine. Gotcha, let's do
Thank
this.
you. But I must warn you, don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside of the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go.
Oh boy, so once again, I guess another gimmick that
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
that you have to worry about. Like, for example, in Dragon's Spine, you have to worry about freezing to death. In Azuma, you have to worry about being electrified to death in some certain areas where it's like, oh, concentrated electro energy or something. Dendrogranum. These strange spirits that accompany the appearance of spacious branches. A Dendrograna that symbolize protection of Dendro. When charged attacks and aimed shots hit, Dendrograna will attack alongside them. There are also some objects that will appear throughout your adventures that can only be activated or destroyed using the power of Dendrograna. Oh, okay. This will yet again before the menu. They look slightly female, but that's because there's only like 3 different body size types for males. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're male. They're that. Dreadful withering. The withering is not a fixed location. Instead, it refers to areas that have been corroded by some sort of mysterious and ominous power. In these areas, characters will accumulate decay. The speed of this accumulation will differ depending on the withering zone you're in. Depending on how much decay you have accumulated, all your party members will have their all elemental resistance, physical resistance, and max HP decreased. These stats will decrease more in accordance with the amount of decay accrued. If you remain within withering zones after you fully accumulate decay, all your party members will fall. Wait, what? That's even worse than freezing to death. If you remain within the zone after you fully accumulate decay, all your party members will die, will fall. Dreadful withering. You must use the power of the Dendrograna to clear the withering away. Only via this method can you destroy the withering branches that spread this corrosive power. Only when all the withering branches within a withering zone are destroyed can the tumor of the withering at the beating heart of the area be destroyed. Most withering zones can be destroyed in this way, but within the withering zones, candles of life and flames of life may appear and help to decrease the accumulation decay. Prepare for the worst before entering the withering zones. If you die, you die for real. Okay. But think about that effect that can kill all your party members all in one go. So basically, insta game over. Okay. Attack the withering branches, charge attacks on random shots. So obviously not a whole lot of damage on the Dendro part. On the means part right now, but what is this? Dangers within the withering zone. There are other perils within the withering zones apart from decay. Monsters that have been corroded by this environment and fetid bows that grow in the area will attack characters within, causing decay to accumulate. In addition, the tumor of the withering will extort decibels of decay to come forth and attack. These are monsters who have utterly fallen under the influence of the Withering and have the protection of the Withering against damage. Use Dendro or Dendrograna to effectively destroy the shields guarding these monsters.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Fungus. A monster with basic intelligence that evolves from spores. When first hit by electro or pyro attacks, it will enter either an activated or a scorched state based on the elemental attack type used. Defeat this transformed fungus to obtain different types of rewards.
Not so hard! Let it rain!
Okay. Interesting.
Now, destroy the tumors of the Withering.
Okay, let me guess. You gotta do this.
Scatter!
Oh wait, I'm supposed to do this. Okay.
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now!
Reverse C6 Barbara. No, I think that would rather be like a reverse C6 Chi-Chi, because she can revive a whole team. Barbara, she can only do one at a time, and only once per 15 minutes for C6 Barbara.
Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the Withering Zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that Withering Zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The Withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the Withering Zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover.
So let me guess.
This presents a crisis
this
for the
probably has
ecosystem
something to do with
itself.
the
Many plants in the
abyss.
rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of Withering Zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? Well, why is that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
Is there no way to permanently get rid of the Withering?
No, none that we know of. The Withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
No, I haven't.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground, all the way up to the surface.
Spreading and extending a massive cavern. Sounds a lot like what I saw when I lost consciousness in the
Ley
cave.
lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day.
Yeah.
The Dendro Archon
I don't know what
is
it's
known as
supposed
the
to
God
be
of wisdom
with those ears.
because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro
So yeah, not only is there like
power
this
is a
jungle area, but there's also a
manifestation of
desert
Irminsul.
area in Sumeru, or Sumeru.
And as for the
However it's
withering,
pronounced, a lot of the NPCs seem to
its
be pronouncing
emergence
it
is related to a
as
disease
Sumeru.
that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
There's like a waypoint up there. Probably want to get it for a later purpose. So my god, withering effect to where if it fully accumulates, all your characters just drop dead. So that's even like that's 3 times worse than the freezing effect of Dragon Spine Mountain. 2 times more worse, or actually still just 3 times as worse than the getting electrocuted to death and concentrated electro area in areas in Inazuma, as you know. So I don't think I'm going to be able to climb this all the way without running out of stamina. I might have to restore stamina, but we'll see. If I don't climb up here, okay. Go ahead and collect this. So wherever this is at, I'm pretty sure I could just head back, correct? Kind of. Lucky escape.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh. Wait, is that?
Huh.
Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first. Oh.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh?
Midnight Disney movie.
Paimon sees her 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Slight and refreshing fragrance.
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait.
Oh yeah, that's right. Travelers smell the plant or some kind of aroma in the cave. The first person to come across an NPC, I guess, of sorts, in Sumeru. And then, yeah, when Paimon was smelling it, she was fine. But when Traveler smelled it, she passed out. And then there's like this dream and vision of stuff to come, I guess, maybe.
Back when we were
will
clearing
be happening
the
in
withering
this.
zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious?
What I saw weren't hallucinations, were they?
That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you. Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Tevat. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
So what exactly was it that I saw?
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of spirit borneal are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
Okay. Okay, really quickly, I need to plug something in, otherwise I won't be able to see chat. Okay, what are we waiting for?
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have. No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Okay.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Yeah, I need to stop.
Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Oh damn. What is a what? Oh! What is that? What? I can remind me of like those tree creatures from Wind Waker. I forget what they're called. They're called like the Kokiris or whatever. Of like the Kokiri Forest Island or whatever on Wind Waker. Nah, to me they look like Kokiris from The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I don't remember a Pokemon looking. I mean, a Pokemon could look like that, but.
Are you alright?
So hungry. Need water.
She looks famished.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around.
Oh shit.
Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
No, that's not what I meant. It's just, to me, they remind me of the Kokiris from Wind Waker. And as you know, I've definitely played more Zelda than I have Pokemon, so there you go.
This place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Propagate!
Let's spark things up a little.
Scatter! Propagate!
God, my pants are smoking. Okay, so where to? Bouncy mushroom and domains. You will sometimes find bouncy mushrooms of this sort in Sumeru's domains. The reasons for which these mushrooms are not one of the tree Akasha creatures are known, but must be quite fascinating indeed. Interesting. Okay, so with this, how do I... Okay, I think I understand. No, please.
Freeze!
Propagate! Spring forth! I'll brace you there!
Come on.
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
No one escapes my sight!
Cool it! Dodge this! This moment will be frozen.
I don't know why I used that. Okay, what is this? Oh yeah, by the way, I can see that both you and King of Spades, I guess, are in VC. Why is that? Or not anymore right now at the moment. Why is that? Oh wait, is he playing Genshin? Is that why? Okay, I need to find the what is happening? What?
Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Oh no, not the event. It's permanent to the game. So therefore it's story, main story stuff. Unless he said event himself.
What's the hurry?
Because, yeah, I mean, at this point, I can imagine, since there was like 200 events in between new story stuff, Yeah, no, this is actual story stuff. Like, I get it, I guess, because, like, you know, when they're not making anything story related, they're most of the times working on stuff for events, something to occupy the players with, basically. These bouncy mushrooms, though, or something else. Where do I need to go? No! Please! Game. Game! Is that all? Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute.
We're back in Inazuma.
What's the matter? You don't look so good.
Oh wait, I think I recognize this room actually. It was like that one event I did ages ago. Where it was like, I had Xinyan and Tartaglia or something in Inazuma. I showed this little room. Okay, so what am I looking for?
Scatter!
Okay, so it says there's something right here, but I don't know what I'm looking at. What am I looking at? That's the corner, far down the corner. Am I supposed to be jumping over or something? Oh wait, okay. There we go. What the? Oh. It's like really weird. What the? Also ignoring messages. Let's go. What do you mean? I'm reading them. Like, if you mean the chat. See, like, you know, I'll talk with you in person once I'm done with this stuff. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Huh. Yes, but Zelda.
Well. Looks like we meet again, traveler.
Oh no. Abyss Herald. Oh.
Abyss Herald, what are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things.
Might need to mute, but we'll see. But yeah, about Zelda, you're talking about like when you're talking about the chat here of how you think they're fine, but you say they're overrated. Basically meaning that they're not good games.
Bow before the abyss. Freeze.
Like, well, at least that's what I'm guessing anyways.
Abyssal roar.
Propagate!
Dodge this.
Scatter!
I mean, it's basically saying like, oh yeah, they don't deserve this much attention, kind of moment, a little bit. It's basically what saying something overrated kind of means, though, really.
Grant me new life. The end is now.
Okay, wait, what's going on? Can't seem to. Huh, okay, so it's scripted.
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Though you may have managed to avert
I don't know, I don't know, I feel like calling something overrated usually stems from basically the idea of like, oh, it doesn't deserve this much attention as it gets.
time you realize how weak and powerless you really are.
Sure, yeah, nostalgia is like a thing with some of the Zelda games, but not all of them. And obviously, as you could see, not with the newer ones, like Breath of the Wild was pretty successful. My journey will not end here.
Your brother. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial? His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless.
Oh shit.
Don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
Again. Or, wait, what's going on? But yeah, I don't know, I guess... I don't know, because like essentially that's just what it straight up means. It's just, it's kind of like stemming from like the idea of some people thinking, I guess, if they were saying that is... it doesn't deserve the attention that it gets, and whatnot. The amount of attention that it gets.
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
What?
So sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that?
Sorry, I kind of zoned out for a second.
Are you okay? That's really not like you.
I think she's high. What the fuck?
Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first. Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
After giving the semi-conscious page, yeah, some water and fruit juice.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you?
No, it's Tainari. Oh damn. What a, I guess, unique looking NPC.
Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Yeah, IRL.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Is it a little round creature?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Tell that patient upon everything that happened after entering the cave.
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me.
What fascinating creatures.
Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later. Alright, we're up, Traveler. Today's menu will feature Sweet Madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit.
Oh boy. Jesus. Okay. But oh yeah, Kali is apparently really sick, and that withering isn't helping her, I guess, from what I learned earlier. Just so you know.
Since we already watched it.
And some of the other characters, or whoever is surrounded, Sumeru, being affected by it, disease-wise.
Are you already finished cooking?
I swear to God.
Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking
Apparently her
really
name's
isn't
pronounced
my forte.
Kali. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce that last bit of that word you keep mentioning over and over, but yeah.
Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spend their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn eel primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
I understand.
Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she
It's kind of weird that
the smell of those plants
to know that
for such a long time?
Lisa was here in Sumeru at some point, like the academy or
That was
whatever.
primarily
in
due to
Sumeru
her
City.
body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though, it appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa. You're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is
there
the
it is
stars
again.
and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies.
Trust me, I'm pretty sure Mona
Which is
can help
why
with
I
that.
must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for
Maybe.
answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's
Especially
mind
considering
giving
that
in
it
on itself.
definitely doesn't say researcher like this day with their name.
That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm
So,
while minimizing the possibility
think
of
of
involving
Lisa
anyone else.
Having been to Sumeru before this place for that one academy and lore.
So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby.
But yeah,
I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. and they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Oh, is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Reminds me of the dream I saw from the...
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though
Cute
I
little
don't
thing.
exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry.
Yeah, I kind of noticed
I'm afraid
that.
I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself.
Man, not gonna lie, some of it is interesting, but like,
World.
I could have cut down on it.
What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me.
Pace, yeah.
There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
You can change it before we settle down for a good night's rest.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharva.
Kind of, yeah. Okay, now we can move on. Move on. And there she is, just kind of right there. A unique NPC, but at what cost? So I probably don't want to glide out there just in case.
You can't keep up with.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Ghulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must
Yes,
still
apparently
decline
Lisa
your
worked with
invitation.
those guys before at the Academias.
I am merely a
And
forest
then
watcher.
after
How could the great mind
years of study, she went back to
any need of
Monastery to
someone like
become a
me?
librarian of the Knights of Favonius, I guess. That's what I found out.
Well,
That's the
it
point in
turns
time.
out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tighnari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tighnari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Interesting.
Tighnari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
That's right! We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice!
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Huh. Damn.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short.
Apparently, King of
Most of my
Gambling played Fortnite instead of Genshin because the update was taking too long. Oh, damn.
How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Immorta
The update only took me like
a
couple minutes.
Asking him might prove worthwhile.
I'll be, it was like, what, 20-something gigabytes of an update?
Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! But wait, before that...
We need to say goodbye to Kale.
Tighnari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave.
Yeah, it's a really weird name to pronounce.
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tighnari. All right, let's go.
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
So over this way, huh? Oh, no! Please, game! My god. This terrain, it's like, it looks good and everything, but oh boy, is it kind of annoying to, like, climb a little bit. There she be.
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Let's take care of yourself, Kale.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here.
Until not like a search another jungle environment, that is annoying too.
And,
the Minecraft jungle ain't that bad.
Sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend. Not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition.
Bamboo.
That's because we're friends and we
Just
care
break
about
it.
you.
What's your middle name? One in the jungle and MC.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville.
Of course we will.
Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The Rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
Alright, I guess I'm going off to the city of Sumeru. Sumeru.
Told you I'd win.
Star shrooms, though. Huh. Thought those were only in the chasm. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Ooh. Actually, it's not that bad. Actually, if I just follow along this path, I should be fine. Get that waypoint on the way there, too. Yeah, I'm kind of just leaving the exploring for, like, later, to be honest. Also, you see that? Looks like they designed the explanation points above the characters to be different for world quests. That person over there seems to be in trouble. Could help. Okay. What am I doing? What? They can attack? NPCs can attack? Look at that. That's actually kind of like, well, they don't do much damage though, but that's actually kind of cool detail they added there. And they have a health bar. Oh boy. Makes me wonder if they made any changes to earlier world quests where now, like, sure, like how there's like the NPC would stand there, but they're just unfazed by everything that's going on around them. I imagine now that you actually have to watch their health bar while you're trying to like do everything else. Sheesh. And eliminate the withering. Everyone's worried about her. But she's with a trustworthy senior. One with fluffy ears, so she should be fine. Is it a hamper? Everyone wants to touch the ears. Me too, I guess. Sneaking up on him will work. Anyway, Forest Watchers do these. The fungi beats up and grow aggressive. What? Okay, that's kind of weird. I was about to run ahead. It's been a few days. The day with the new zone has popped up already, so close to the main road too. Regardless, let me mark down the location radius. Effect for now, after I take Q. Yep. Let me do the thing.
Try not to enjoy this.
No escape!
Cool it! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this!
Get him!
Okay, there we go. So, damn, so literally during certain quests, now like world quests, side quests essentially in this game, you can have NPCs do things with you. What the hell? It's actually kinda like an improvement. Kinda sorta, I guess. World quest wise, it makes it a little bit more interesting, I guess. Yeah, enough albeit I know probably other games have done it, But seeing it in a game like Genshin that hasn't had it though, well, seeing that it does have it now, probably might make things just a little bit more interesting, I guess, for these kind of quests. Yeah. Because this game has been kind of deprived of it, not gonna lie. It's in the complete opposite direction. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. I'm trying to do the main story here. More or less. What's this? Sumeru Rose.
Freeze!
Oh yeah, I gotta be sure to keep a mental note in my head if I find any areas where there's any mining deposits or spots that can be collected, you know, mined or whatever. Then I'll be sure to mark it down on the map. What are those? Oh, those are the boars, I think. Anyways. What are you? Hey. What the fuck? What are these? Look at that. That was like a big giant ass dogs with like extra stuff on them. But anyways, yeah. I'm passing by all the stuff, like the chests and everything, so I'm gonna do that later, essentially. They look like they have fur to me. Albeit, the ones in Minecraft have a little bit of fur on them, but they're mostly like skin, I believe, in Minecraft. So I don't think so. But would be interesting. I also could tell, yeah, you're trying to
That's more like it.
probably apply some humor to it, I could tell, but I don't know, when I'm invested in something, it's kind of hard to think of jokes, you know, when you're invested in something. But here I am, I guess. No. Nah. The only thing I could probably think of something like that is just some other creature that's not so big. Well, actually, wait. See, gas though. Well, actually, there's no need for a gas since, you know, there's the rune guards, or not the rune guards. I forget what they're called. It's the rune guards. There's the one that flies in the air. I forget what that one's called.
Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha Terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need.
Oh.
I should mention that due to technical limitations,
The soundtrack
operation
though
of
sounds
Akasha
nice.
terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
It kinda looks like a leash.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Let's give it a try. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
What in the world? What is this Honkai Impact stuff happen?
Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it. Oh, that'll come in real handy.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha.
Okay, yeah, this is straight up turning into Honkai Impact freaking futuristic like devices.
With that,
My
let me
God.
officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Let Paimon try. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Seems pretty similar to what Kali was telling us. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Paimon doesn't sense anything. The Akasha didn't respond to Paimon's
The
question.
same happened to me.
Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it. Ugh. Paimon's brain is exhausted.
I'll try asking the Akasha something else.
Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it? You too? Well, glad it's not just Paimon.
Think
Huh. Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this sort of question or something.
think greater Lord. Feelings of affection, intimacy, nostalgia, sadness, and anxiety also come into mind. Seem to be what the people of Sumeru feel about their departed Archon.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru really miss their Archon. Well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that Kusanali. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher that Tainari recommended. He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the Academia. Maybe he'll be able to access more info from the Akasha. Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home.
And all the cumbersome tests again.
Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
I think you misunderstood us.
Here! This is a letter from Tainari!
Oh, let me see... Ah! Ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So, you two just have some questions for me? Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that? Paimon was sure you'd be able to access more info than we did.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of Sorasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
But then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has ideas. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing. In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Okay. Thanks for your advice.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the Academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me. Hey, come on! This is a survival skill at the Academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low it's like digging holes in the dirt. So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here.
Just 100% no.
Huh? Like who?
Ad Astra Episosk. Oh no.
Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Oh yeah. Just to double check, did I even get the waypoint on the way in? I guess I did, but I haven't gotten the waypoints over here.
All the cumbersome tests again.
Yo, no way. I can meet Catherine here. Oh, up above. Okay. Barbecue sauce. There she is.
Ad Astra Abyssosque. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Aww, another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask now.
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Asphalt, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar.
Thanks a bunch. Well,
You're welcome.
thanks a bunch.
I wish you two
Jeez.
the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
My exploits, huh? Okay, so honestly, this first part of the Archon quest is taking a while.
Alright, off to the Citadel of Rexar we go!
Asphalt. Oh, there's the souvenir shop for Sumeru. Okay, so yeah, guess we're going this way. So I can unlock that one waypoint, I suppose. Yes, you wanted 7 hours of gameplay for the first part, yes. Yeah, this is like longer than I've done for any of the any other Archon parts for like an act. Okay, where's it at? Okay, it's up above. Why is it all the way up there though? Okay, up I go. It's kind of cool. Alright, there we go. How much on that event do I have? 34 days, 16 hours. It's actually a decent amount. Days, 16 hours. He's so cool. Okay, so I got this, but gotta be honest. For now, I might just switch back to Geo Traveler, just so I can have that more damage output, because I have that build more than Dendro. Because yeah, basically I have that more built than anything.
Starfall!
So I wonder what the actual global new voice lines are for the...
Ha! Scatter! Propagate! Yeah! Be gone! Prepare to be blown away! Ha! Shade! Crumble apart! Ha! Thunderclap! Bellowing thunder!
Okay, so here's the elemental burst for the...
Ha! Germinate! Spring forth!
Is this an answer from this world?
Sa! Germinate! Spring forth!
So that's like the new burst sounds or whatever.
Ha! Scatter! Propagate!
Let's see, honestly, not too bad of sounding voice lines for that element. Let's see, like part of me wants to possibly unlock that domain, but I don't know. Actually more than, there's like 3 domains. Sheesh. One's probably obviously the talents, one's obviously, so this is what I probably know. One's obviously the talent material, one is obviously all character talent materials, and another one is obviously artifacts for Sumeru. And then the last one is obviously materials for weapon leveling up. That's probably what those 3 are for domains. But it doesn't seem like they have any domains that are like unique and special, like this one right here where you do it once and you get like rewards, and it's like a kind of like a dungeon of sorts to do in a way, which kind of sucks, but oh well. So you got all this like resin though, which I should probably... Actually, I wonder what's over here. There is like an alchemy bench nearby, it looks like, over there. So I might as well use the one right there. But yeah, it's kind of weird, because so we went from Mondstadt to Liyue to Inazuma, that's on a set of islands out in the ocean, and then we went back on land and went to Sumeru, okay? Or Sumeru. However you pronounce it. Tomato, tomato kind of situation, kind of, sort of, but not really. So it's obviously not up here, so it's down below somewhere. Okay, it's below even more, apparently. It's right here. What's this? Adisara. Cause yeah, I don't mind probably playing more of this, but honestly, I don't know. It's a lot. For now, I think I'll just convert this into condensed resin. And as for anything else, I don't think I'm gonna do really anything else, much with anything else. If that makes any sense. But as for daily commissions, since I already did them today, there's no possible way of getting that done. That daily anyways. But yeah. I guess I'll go ahead and probably just stop streaming right here, I suppose. Continue forward, I'll just use Geo Traveler for now, because obviously it's an element on the Traveler that I have maxed out talent level wise, because obviously every time when you get a new element with the Traveler, it's so you obtain the power of Dendro. Nice. Is there anything else more? Doesn't look like it, but there also is a new section for Sumeru achievements and new trophies for PlayStation stuff. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop it right here because see, there's that, and then I got this world quest that I activated that I'll just do in my own time. Then there's this, which isn't too far from here. It's like, well, right there, whatever that place is. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'll just stop it like right here and ask for exploring the rest of the nation, the map. I'll just do it in my own time. Alright, well, stopping it.